guys? Welcome to another episode of the Chin Check series. Today's episode, we're going to talk about a legend in Evander, the real deal Holyfield. Let's talk about the chin of Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield was an absolute warrior in his time. Um, Later on when he retired, you saw him come back and, he was doing some fights I didn't want him to do and kind of hurt to see if Evander get knocked down or hurt by, these dudes. It kind of like bothers me to see that. I didn't even like when Evander did that charity match with Mitt Romney. Like, come on, Mitt Romney, bro. Supposedly dropped Evander Holyfield. I know it was all, it was all in fun, but I just didn't like seeing that because Evander Holyfield is one of my favorite retired top 10, man. So seeing that, I was like, oh, come on. But let's talk about the chin of Evander Holyfield, man. This guy had 44 wins and 10 losses. He only been knocked out twice. Lots of times, how many times a boxer has been knocked out, lots of times I can give you it gives you, you can kind of really gauge how tough their chin really is and gives you a better assessment of a boxer's chin, So he only been knocked out twice out of his 10 losses and 29 KOs. So Evander Holyfield has decent power, pretty good power. His last fight was 2011. That was his last real pro fight. It was a technical knockout. He won that fight against Brian Nielsen. He had a good fight against Franz Botha. He knocked him out. Technical knockout. That was a good scrap. Franz Botha got a good chin, so that was a good scrap. That was a good fight. Lou Savarese, I remember that fight. James Toney, he got knocked out by James Toney, technical knocked out. So the only people that knocked out Evander Holyfield was James Lights Out Toney and Riddick Bowe. I remember the Riddick Bowe knockout. That was crazy. And even in the fight, you never seen Evander Holyfield, noodle legged, and he wasn't like he just got knocked out. It was more of a accumulation of punches. Kind of like how Mike Tyson got knocked out against James Buster Douglas, but with that fight, man, Tyson was already out on his feet, and the ref called it off. But with Evander Holyfield getting knocked out by Riddick Bowe, it was like Riddick Bowe was still on him, punching him, and then the ref kind of waved it. He got in the middle and stopped it. So it was a little different, but nonetheless, I seen Evander Holyfield take some heavy shots, man. I seen him take some shots, big shots from Riddick Bowe. Even though he knocked out Tyson in their first fight, he still took some shots from Tyson. Lennox Lewis hit him with some shit. Lennox Lewis can hit. I seen John Ruiz hit him with some shit. Ray Mercer, that was a good scrap. And I've never seen Evander Holyfield like out on his feet hurt. I'm talking about where he ain't know where he was hurt. I never seen that from Evander Holyfield. So, I would have to give the chin of Evander Holyfield an absolute A. And I would have to say it would be world class, man. I would say I would have to throw the world class stamp on Evander Holyfield's chin even after calling it. Even after having an A-class chin, gotta throw the extra stamp on that, man. So that is my my assessment of the chin of Evander, the real deal Holyfield. Absolute nightmarish chin. And then when you see him now talking, you kind of sometimes you might look at him as kind of like punch drunk. Not sure if I think it played a part in a lot of those punches he was taking. But it's not as bad as James Toney and, some other boxers that have slurred speech. Not as bad as them. But nonetheless, my guy, Evander Holyfield's chin was one of the best out there. So that is my rating for Evander Holyfield. He gets an A-class chin with the world-class stamp on top of the A. This is Rebel Life Boxing. Catch you guys later, and I'm out.